Welcome to the third part of a 5-part tutorial from George Mason University Libraries on census data and GIS. In Part 3, we'll take our spreadsheet from Part 2 and convert it to a file format that we can use in ArcGIS software. First, open your project folder from Part 2, Census Project, and open up your spreadsheet. It was titled povertyproject.xlsx. Since we're going to be creating a new database file out of our data, we're not going to need the descriptive statistics we generated in Part 2. So go ahead, select these two columns, right-click, and hit Delete. Save the change you've made to your spreadsheet, and close it. Now, proceed to open up Microsoft Access. When Access opens, select Blank Database. Call your file name CensusDB. Click the folder icon to browse for a specific location in which to save it. Go ahead and save this new file in your Census Project folder. Again, we're going to call it CensusDB. And click OK. Click Create, and here we have a new blank database. Now we want to import our data from Excel into Access. To do this, go to the External Data tab. Above Import, select the Excel icon. Access will ask us to specify the source of the data. Click Browse. Browse to your Census Project folder, and select our spreadsheet, Poverty Project. Click Open. Ensure that the circle is checked next to Import the source data into a new table in the current database, and click OK. Our data will appear, and this is the data that will be imported from Excel to Access. Make sure the box is checked next to First Row Contains Column Headings. Once that box is checked, click Next. Click Next one more time. Click No Primary Key. Click Next. Click Finish. And click Close. A new sheet will appear in our database. Double-click this sheet to make sure your data is imported correctly. Here you see our data displayed. We have our census tract identifiers, and we have the various columns that we created in our spreadsheet in Part 2, including our column for poverty 65 above. Now our data is currently saved in Microsoft Access. To work with it in ArcGIS, we'll need to convert it to a file format known as DBase4. This is relatively easy to do. Simply go back to your External Data tab. Above Export, find the icon that allows you to choose additional file formats. From the drop-down menu, select DBase File. Access will ask us to specify the destination file name and format. First, under File Format, select DBase4 from the drop-down menu. Next to File Name, select Browse. Make sure that the new file will be saved in our Census Project folder, and call this file CensusDB4. Click Save, and click OK. And finally click Close. Once your data has been exported to this new file format, minimize Access, and open your Census Project folder to make sure it's saved properly. Here you see our new file, CensusDB4. Now that we have the data in this file format, we're ready to use it in ArcGIS. Proceed to Part 4 of this tutorial.